Welcome back for another library haul. I've got a decent selection of witchy books and a few fiction ones that we will be talking about today, so let's jump in. These are no particular order, by the way. They are just how I stacked them when I grabbed them because I've been collecting them for the past little bit. I usually, again, I've told this before, I usually put a bulk order of at least about 10 books at a time, and then they just kind of sporadically come in, and then I just get them when they're there and stack them usually on that table or in the bag. And then once I have enough, then I'm like, oh, that's like a decent amount, like, then we'll talk about them. So, no particular order. This isn't the order that they'll necessarily be read, just they'll be coming up soon. So first we've got this little book that I'm really excited about. So, Change Your Space to Change Your Life, Elevate Your Energy with Feng Shui, One Room at a Time by Julie Ann Siegel. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is exciting. I love this idea of feng shui and like just making your space work for you because, like, again, while I do a lot of witchcraft reading, sometimes it's fun to read like adjacent topics, and feng shui and things like that intrigue me. I'm curious. I don't know that I always agree with the things, but I want to know more. I would love to know how to make my space functionable because some things don't work. Like my chaos next to me is not feng shui, I'm sure. So I would love to know what I'm supposed to do about it. Next, we have got this one. We have got Birth Chart Interpretation, Plain and Simple by Andrea Taylor. So again, not necessarily completely witchy, but like pretty close. So I am curious about birth charts. I feel like these are really complex. For me at least, they're pretty complex. I don't really know them terribly well. I don't know what the houses mean and all of that. All I know is that you have your sun, moon, and rising, and like that's about the extent of my knowledge. So I would like to know more, and hopefully this will tell me. Next, we have got Magic for Troubled Times, Rituals, Recipes, and Real Talk for Witches by Deborah Castellano. I don't know how to say words. This book, I'm hoping it is going to be good. It is a relatively new title. It came out in 2022, but I don't know, all of the ones that we have had on like Witchcraft for Bad Times, Light Magic in Dark Times, whatever, they usually suck. So I'm hoping for good things. I don't know that it's actually going to be, but we can hope. As I mentioned, we have some fiction. Here is one of them. So I am resuming this series now that I have caught up on the Darcy Hannah ones, the Bake and Bake Shop. We're moving back to just a bake shop mystery. So I believe this is actually like the 6th book. There's a lot before this, but yeah, these have been well loved. You can tell by the spine. They've been loved. I cannot wait to buy these myself, but until such time, I'm going to read these. You technically don't have to read these in order, but I feel like the like subplot that goes book to book to book to book to book to book is worth it. And yeah, so I'm excited for this one. Then we have got this little book. The cover, I just love this shade of green. Like if I could make my house that color, I would, but I just can never get it to actually turn out that color, you know? Like you see it in the pictures, that like deep emerald. It's so pretty. Anyways, this is the Hedge Witch's Little Book of Seasonal Magic by somebody. It looks like Tudor Beth. I don't know if that's how that name is supposed to be pronounced, but like the royal family, the Tudors, and then Beth. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, but it's one of the little books. It's the size of like the Llewellyn's Little Book of Whatever series, and it's also from Llewellyn, so I'm sure they use the same like measurements and whatever. But yeah, I love the cover. It's just so pretty. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I love that color of green. Keeping along the lines of astrology, we've got this one. So, Sun Sign Houses and Healing, Build Resilience and Transform Your Life Through Astrology by Carmen Turner Scott? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced? I don't know. Again, I want to know a little bit more about astrology, and I am doing research for one of my books coming up, so getting a few of these books in the belt before I need it. Continuing along with some fiction, we've got another one. This is actually, I believe, the next one that I'll be reading, which is Fudge and Jury by Ellie Alexander. I don't think I actually told you the other title. It was Another One Bites the Crust, by the way, because I have the stack like right here. But yeah, these ones are so good. I did not rent them in order, so I have this one because it came right after Caught Red-Handed, and then the one that I hauled up last time, which was like A Crime of Passion Fruit, and then we have the Another One Bites the Crust. The titles are where it is at for cozy mysteries. Like, They're so much fun. Back to some pagan books. We've got this one, Pagan Curious, A Beginner's Guide to Nature, Magic, and Spirituality by Deborah Delangelo? Sure, that's how you say that. Pretty much I just find books and then I rent them. I hope this will be a good, like, reference book to be like, oh, you're curious? Boom. Here it goes. The title says it all. We got another big book here. This size. These ones, my nemesis, because they don't fit nicely on shelves. I hate this particular measurement for books because you have them all stacked beautifully and then you get this one that's like, no, because all of the other ones are going to be like this size. And then you have this situation. Look at how far that is. It just doesn't look as pretty on your bookshelves, but whatever. So we've got Magical Fairy Plants, A Guide to Working with Fairies and Nature Spirits by Sandra Keynes something. Words. I am super curious if I'm going to like this, because I would like to do more with the nature spirits and house spirits and stuff, so hopefully it'll be good. Also, I just realized she is the same author as a reference book I have been using. That's just handily over here. This one, same author. So this book has been mostly helpful, by the way. It's just doesn't have every single thing that I ever need, which is a bummer. And then the last book we've got is this little one. It's not very big. So it is In the Spirit of Home. I assume that's supposed to say magical. Again with the stickers, covering of the words. I assume magical ways to create your perfect haven by, is that supposed to be a T? Tesley? Maybe it'll say on the back. Leslie. Why is the L like not capitalized? That's an uncapitalized L. Actually, that should give it away. The A is also not capitalized. Weird. Anyways, Leslie A. Morrison. And it has a little black cat, and I love that. So I'm hoping this is going to be good because, again, I love to make my house my sanctuary. So those are all of the books that I will be talking about soon here on the channel. I would love to know which ones you are most excited about and what you are currently reading in the comments down below. As always, a huge thank you to my patrons. If you want to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.